Alright lads, welcome back to another video. What I have for you today is some practice methods and some things you can use to help you prepare for Season 6. Basically, I'm just going to be giving out some advice. This is some good advice. This is what I'm going to be doing personally. And I feel it's what a lot of pros are going to be doing. I'm not a pro by any means, but I'm just saying, you know, we're going to get straight into the video right now, man. But basically, make sure you hit that sub button first of all. Second of all, make sure you hit that like button. Third of all, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get straight into it, man. So if we're getting straight into the video, practice tip number 1 is they just released a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if you all know about this or not, but there is a mode for creative that's in beta right now that allows you to play like 50 player zone wars and 50 player lobbies, which is obviously much better than a 16 player lobby. And I'm going to put up a code on screen right now, which I did get from CypherPK, not personally, but I seen it in one of his videos and I've been playing on the map in the background, maybe. Hopefully it's in the background right now for you. But I was playing on it. The performance is a bit sometimes I see people lagging out and stuff. I'm not sure how it is on console, but for me on PC, for the most part, it's all G. It's really nice and very good for practice. Kind of a scrim like environment. You get good loot. You don't have to waste your time looting. If you could get your trio in there, it's very good for practice, but mostly it's very good for solo practice. I'll have the code in the description, and obviously it was on screen a second ago if it's not still there. Moving on, tip number 2. I would say just get in creative and practice your mechanics. Get in there with mechanics? Yeah, practice your mechanics with your boys, man. If you can get your trio all on, better. But just absolutely VOD review some games, man. Get what you need to know. Find your weak points. Know where you're weak, and then that way you know where you need to improve. That's as simple as that, man. And then just start hitting creative. I wouldn't say try work on rotations or anything like that over the next few days, because the season's coming out on Tuesday. You should be seeing this video on a Friday evening, but I do have a video coming out after this, which is where I thank you boys for helping me hit 400. This is when I'm recording this, so I could have hit 500 by now. I have no clue, boys. We've been growing fast. That's not for this video though. This is where you get your tips. Basically, I wouldn't improve any like awareness. I did drop a video for awareness, but I wouldn't be focusing on like that kind of stuff right now. I'd be getting into creative and absolutely cranking, working on tunnels, 1v1s, definitely box fights, anything you can get your hands on, man. Just do a bit of everything and improve your overall ability and your mechanical abilities more than anything, especially your aim, man. If you can get aim down for this new season, based on a video we did last week about all the leaks that we were aware of, if that shotgun meta is going to be the same, we're getting like a heavy shotgun, the lever is staying in the game, and then the combat shotgun comes back. Now the lever is okay, you know, that doesn't require a whole lot of aim skill, but when you talk about the combat with the range it has, you can try and take full advantage of that and use it from 2 to 3, sometimes even about 5 or 6 tiles back, man, and the thing slaps and it shoots so fast. Only problem is you need good aim for that thing because the crosshair is so small. Same with the lever, the heavy shotgun, you know, has small crosshairs, so you need to get that down. Moving on to the next tip right now, boys. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do it already, man. It helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it if you're still here in the video. You're an absolute legend. So, before we get into tip 4, I just want to go over something I said in the last tip that I might not have cleared up. The reason why I'm telling you to practice mechanics over like game sense is because, well, maybe not game sense, but more position and awareness, rotations. The reason I'm telling you to focus mechanics over them things coming up towards the end of the season is because, you know, you need to know the map. We don't know what's going to happen when this new season comes in. We don't know if the map's going to change, if we're going to be on a new map. We don't know if there's going to be new mechanics to rotate. So there's no point in spending time improving your IQ and improve your IQ, but you know what I mean, with rotations and, you know, getting them down, because there are formulas for rotations. I know them all. I try and explain them the best over here on the channel, but, you know, I haven't gotten to those kind of videos yet, explaining how I rotate and stuff. I've done kind of little sprinkles of it, but I haven't gone full in depth on how to rotate. I've done a little series where like how to rotate early game, how to rotate mid game, and then how to rotate end game. Well, my last one was called How to Play Endgame, but that's not the point. The point is, it's like it's not worth practicing rotations right now when you can be practicing mechanics, because you're practicing rotations for a map that might not be here in a few more days. So that's all I'm saying, is just clearing that up. Make sure you're practicing your mechanics coming towards the end of any season. Make sure for the last, maybe stretch the last week. That's what I've been doing, boys. I've been streaming all week because we getting in here. We getting on the grind. We're trying to get ready for this new season. We're trying to find me a new team if I haven't found one already. So yeah, we're getting ready for competitive. We're going to take this season a lot more serious. have a new keyboard with controller movement on the way, have my binds optimized. We're ready for the new season, man. And at that, content is getting upgraded. We're doing a much better style of editing, I hope. I've changed it up the last few days, trying to put a bit more energy into editing, because it's a very tiring process, but it is what it is. I'm talking too much. Moving on to the actual tip. What I want to say is, I'll put up a list of maps that I recommend you practicing. If you're a solo, these maps are good for you. I haven't put down any zone wars, except at the top of the description, the 50-man zone wars that I got offside for PK and that I've been playing. That's really good for practicing with your boys, by yourself. It's just a good code to have in general, so make sure you take a screenshot of it, copy and paste it, whatever it may be. These three maps, basically, I'll call them out and put the codes on screen, and the codes will be in the description as well. You have Raiders Peace Control map, just overall a great map to practice your peace control awareness and just peace control in general, and your editing. It's a really good map. I would recommend run it after you do an edit course, so your fingers are all warmed up, and it takes honestly from 20 to 40 minutes to complete this whole thing, so make sure you have a bit of time packed in. Real fun to do every once in a while. I don't do it every day, I do it maybe twice a week, because I have to practice other elements of my game as well. Then I would say run Raiders Impossible edit course. That would be what I usually run before doing the peace control map, so I should have done that backwards order, but it doesn't matter. Raiders Impossible edit course is a fun edit course. It is one of those crunchy edit courses where you might have like quintuple edits and stuff. They're hard, man. You gotta reset and edit and stuff. It's just really good for me on mouse to get my scroll wheel reset down and my click timing, especially that I swapped to confirm edit on release over the last few months. Then last but not least, this is a more chill kind of, half an hour before you go off, I would recommend use the infinite randomized edit course. It's not a really stressful edit course. It's just kind of more realistic edits. They're not overly complicated. They're not there to challenge you. They're just there to, I guess, it's better than doing nothing. If you're new to editing, I recommend doing them. I still do them, and I've been playing the game since it came out. Very good map. It's randomized, so you don't know what the next edit is going to be. It's not like, the way most edit courses are straight line, or they're just loads of different setups of different edits. This one randomizes every time. I think after you do each segment, you get teleported to a different segment, and it's random every time. So a very good map to practice, especially for, just random edits that you don't know what's going to be around the corner. When you do the same edit course over and over again, you kind of get used to it and get really good at it. Whereas if this is just randomized, it throws your game off a bit, which is pretty, it's more realistic. So that's what I'm saying for that. And tip number 4, boys, last tip. There's going to be no gameplay on the end of this video, unfortunately. But the last tip, make sure you're subscribed, man. I'm not even trying to promote myself here. All I'm saying is day 1 of Season 6, I'm going to be dropping the guide to get champs in Arena for the new season. That's day 1. We're coming with a 4-hour stream. We'll also do a reaction video to the new Battle Pass. I'll have that out as soon as possible for you boys so you can watch it. See what's new if you can't get online, Still got you covered there. Day 2, I've given you the best settings, the best binds for keyboard and mouse players, just all in general, man. Just some good information in there, the best settings to be playing on. I'll do it for controller as well, man. I don't play controller, but I used to. I have all my boys around me are controller players, so I'll change my settings to what they tell me, and I'll make sure I give you the best controller bind, so I'll have you covered there as well. Just overall the best settings, I'll have you covered, man. Do you want to know what's after that? I don't even remember what's after that, but I just know we're coming with tip videos after tip videos after tip videos. We're doing live stream after live stream, man. We're going to get it next week. And yeah, I've been on my grind. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit that sub button, man. I'm not even trying to promote myself when I'm, saying all that shit at the end. I kind of am, but I'm just doing it for your benefit. Making sure you hit that sub button so you get better at the game. That's my job. For anyone who's here knows that, and they know that's my #1 responsibility, to make sure you guys get absolutely cracked. And if you already are cracked, make sure that you get fucking cracked on another level altogether. That's where I'm trying to be. I'm not there yet. Hopefully you guys can come on the journey with me. Hopefully I can go on the journey with you. That's all I got to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am out of here. Don't forget all those creator map codes are in the description.